everyone. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. It would be no surprise if today's matchup turns into a grinded-out affair. The Vikings are #1 in defensive yards allowed, and they go up against the Lions, who will need to be sharp on offense. So with that, let's get up to the new U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. On the call, here are Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis.
All right, Larry, it's one of the new jewels of the NFL, no doubt, as you get a look inside U.S. Bank Stadium here in Minneapolis. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Detroit Lions and the Minnesota Vikings. And they'll go with a ground attack here. And this first play will get them back to the 25, but that's going to be it. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. The wide receivers, often a very, very talented group, and that's the case here.
And they don't mind showcasing it either. Those guys love to be flashy, love to make big plays out in the open field. They will attempt to do so in this game.
Play clock winding down. Now a second down throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And this drive will start on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. Now, they told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass.
Detroit! Detroit! Over!
The slot man in motion right. Here's carry number 1 for Jordan Howard. And just a couple yards there down to the 17. Give the tackle there to Danielle Hunter. And here's the offense today that hopes to get off to a strong start. Here we go with 2nd and 7. And they're going to go soft on the corners.
Here we go now. 3-19. Watch it now, Barney. Barney. Back that hip. Here we go. Detroit. Detroit. Watch it now, Barney. Barney. No. Check. Patriot. Patriot. Over.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defense. Got his man in stride. Complete. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal.
That was a nice completion on an out route, and those types of plays are the result of arm strength by the quarterback and timing by the receiver.
Watch it now, Barney. Barney. Here we go now. Green, 39. Watch it now, Barney. Over. All right, here we go. Boom,
Slot man moves right. Now they'll run it on the toss. Oh, look at the juke. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal. Quickly now a look at the defensive starters for Minnesota.
Aaron Donald's dimensions were talked about big time when he first entered the league. Many called him undersized. Now they just call him all-pro.
Now a handoff as they run left side. And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. Jordan Howard with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Lions are going to take a first-quarter lead. And he'll bang that one through. So after the touchdown, Martin now on to kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. And now out comes Minnesota. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
And they'll send the slot in motion left. Trying to shake off the interception from the left. And he fires one that's intercepted. Room here to run. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on, come on.
Fine. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Now the Vikings offense gets set to take over here. Back to it after the pick six. Winston. Quick hitter here. It's complete. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down. And the starting crew defensively for Detroit.
As Darius Slay continues to improve at the cornerback position, he may live up to his own nickname as the Slaymaker.
So we've got a 2nd and 5. They'll come out in the pistol. And the play clock's running down. Oh, the motion comes too late. And this is going to be a delay. Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. One man in the backfield is Gordon. Winston now. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Noah Spence in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
The Vikings send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. This is brought in at the 21. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Lions will take over. And Detroit getting set to go now. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out. So let me make sure I have this right. He's already found the end zone once, and now he's ripped off a big chunk of yardage here on this one. His confidence is awfully high. So now I've got to put myself in the shoes of the defensive coordinator. Do I go ahead and sell out to try and stop him and force him to do something different? Or do I risk him having a big monster day against my defense?
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Decent chunk of yardage still left here. 2nd and 7. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
The slot man in motion right. They'll give it to him right up the gut. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
I can't help it. I'm just sitting back in admiration right now. This defense tells everyone that plays against them, you're not beating us running the football. That's who we are. That's what we're about. It's not going to happen. If you're going to beat us, you better pick another way.
They'll come out in the pistol. Now toss. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
Tough day. Tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Forced out to his left. He may try and run for this. A pickup of 11, and it moves the chains. Here with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, as the Lions are in possession of the football here to begin quarter number 2. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. So the D-line's going to spread out. They'll run it now out of the gun. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23. The linebacker Ryan Shazier there to make the tackle.
A 1-yard gain can look like a disaster. It all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time.
And on the ground they go with a running back. And a short gain here down to the 22. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. They control the clock, they control the ball. And that way, you often control the game.
A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal. And the defense with their backs against the wall a little bit here as the offense is in the red zone.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19. Detroit! Detroit! Set! 3-19.
The offense operating inside the 10 at the 8 here. It's 1st and goal. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
And as we've seen throughout this season, it's no picnic trying to score touchdowns against this unit. They're ranked number 1 against the run. But it's also difficult because it's not easy to throw the ball against them either.
The wide receiver moving to a new spot. 2nd and goal now from the 8. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
On goal-to-goal runs, when you create lost yardage plays, the only way that happens is either called pressure or what I like to call straight-ahead pursuit. A great read, and they get to the backfield and make the play.
And that was a big chunk. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Their dangerous wide receiver. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Lions add on to their lead. And he's able to put it through. Here's Martin now following the score as he'll send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. And he will find his man on the outside. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. A good pickup there, 26 yards. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. He'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down. Now Jameis on 2nd down. Under pressure, they got him again. He'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. That one good for 21 yards. And that's going to make it 4th down.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I just don't have that play on my...
And look at this. It's a fake. Escaping the pressure right. But he will not make the 1st down marker. That'll be a turnover on downs. So here come the Lions now. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action, and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. They go play action here on 1st down. Buying time to his left. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. A great read, and it's picked off. And now out comes Minnesota. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
2 minutes remain here in the 1st half. More from Minneapolis after this. One man in the backfield is Gordon. He'll get the football here. And he stopped immediately there. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
We just saw another example of how the defense is winning this game. Really at the point of attack, the offensive line is just getting pushed around. I think now as a play caller, you got to give them a little bit of help. Maybe you keep your tight ends a little bit more. Maybe the running backs help you a little bit with the pass blocking. But you've got to help them get some confidence because you can't abandon the play calling right now.
And quickly they get to the line.
Ready, play white.
On third down, Winston. And, Jameis intercepted a third time. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. So the Lions offense ready to go back out onto the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this try on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. And now they're in the hurry-up.
Now, check. Patriot. Over. Back 99 Philly. Here we go.
They're going to look to throw. Being chased out left. Now he's got it. Hit the 15. Touchdown, Detroit. A big play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Lions are able to grow their lead.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that could finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
And they'll send the tight end in motion. They go back to the air here after the INT. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's brought down after a good game. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
Let's go now. Blue waiting. Sonic.
A first down throw for Winston. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield across the 45.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Winston now to throw on first down. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store.
Ready. Easy.
Throwing again. Winston on 2nd and 10. And he comes back with one complete. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. Play fake. Winston. And Winston lost the football. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And now the Lions going to stop us momentarily as they call a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So on third down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. From the right hash, this from 45 yards away. And Brins' kick is good. And that drops a deficit from 28 to 25. So they're still down, but they are able to salvage 3 here heading into the lockers.
This is what you work on from the beginning of training camp. Heading into the half, put some points on the board. No matter what the score says at that point, you've accomplished what you set out to do.
Short kick. And a mistake on the lateral. It's a loose ball. So geez, don't you at least want your guys to get a drink of water? Probably pretty thirsty. Whatever, your wish, our command. Third quarter now. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. The Lions offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. They'll come out throwing here on first down. And he's got his man on the out route. And it's a fumble. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense.
And got his man complete. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. And the young buck showing that ability, that agility to dance outside of the pocket, complete the deep ball.
And don't think for a second that the coaching staff didn't have their heart rate accelerate a little bit there, right? Anytime you have those young quarterbacks and they get outside of the pocket, you're just hoping that they make good decisions, because so many things can happen that can go wrong when you throw it downfield like that. He got away with it there and in a big way.
It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll bring up second down.
I'm going to show my age here a little bit. We used to talk about running backs catching the ball as safety valves. Nowadays, they're a big part of the passing offense.
Quit acting like you're so old. He rifles one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
Following the interception, Winston going underneath for Gordon. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. Give him 7 on the play, and that'll make this a second down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Now Jameis on second down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him? Either fellow receivers or offensive linemen. That makes that play a really nice.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off Byron Jones. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. Now the Lions offense, they get ready to head back out there. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's go back to what you were doing well before.
I thought you were going to say they need to have no memory, but remember the good part, forget the bad.
I like that even better.
Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together.
Now let's go. 3-19. Over.
They go play action here on first down. Flushed out right. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. A great read, and it's picked off. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
They decide to air it out a little bit on that play, take a shot downfield, but the coverage was really nice, able to get a hand in and tip it away.
One man in the backfield is Gordon. The second down throw for Winston. That's complete. The former basketball star, Rico gathers 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Now Gordon on first down. Gordon loses the football. It's loose. So they almost turn it over there. Scary moment. Second down here.
Wow. That ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get them home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. They're going to hurry back to the line now. They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on fourth down. Now Winston on fourth down. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. A gain of 4 on the play. And on fourth down, they're able to convert and move the sticks.
We always talk about big-time players make big-time plays in big-time moments. I think that fourth down qualified. That was a heck of a throw.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. So 2nd and 10 here. On second down, Winston again. And that'll be incomplete. Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on third down. On third down, Winston. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good, but when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion as we just saw there, that's winning football.
Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on fourth.
Ready, blue ready.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Fourth down, Winston. And it is incomplete. Mike Zimmer got to be unhappy with how that turned out. And the Lions will take over. Here's the Lion offense now as they get ready to take over. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
You know how we get focused at end of the half and end of the game situations about how much time's on the board and, you know, what you need to do? Sometimes you don't even have to worry about that. That's just smart football. You know, that kind of a lead, staying in bounds, it burns clock, even in a situation that we're not really focused on it.
And the wideout in motion. Back out out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. Fresh set of downs here. And the D looking like they may blitz.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football.
Without it.
And the defense loses him. It's complete. Touchdown, Detroit. Jordan Howard with his 13th touchdown of the year and second of the game. And the Lions just continue to pour it on. And his kick is good. So after the touchdown, Martin now on to kick this one away. And the Vikings now heading onto the field. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. A first down throw for Winston. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
While an incomplete pass certainly doesn't look like a good play, for the guy throwing it today, as many interceptions he's thrown, he's got to feel a sigh of relief that the ball actually hit the ground and didn't go in the other direction.
Throwing again, Winston on 2nd and 10. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Maybe just a lack of concentration there as he couldn't haul it in.
And when you're going across the middle like that, you know, he's running that drag route, you are conscious of all the bodies and the traffic in there. But let's face it, if you're going there, you might as well come down with the football and absorb whatever else happens after that.
And the Lions going with an extra DB here on 3rd down.
Flip it, flip it, flip it. Easy, flip it, flip it.
Now it's a bootleg with Winston. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4th. The Vikings send out their punter, standing just outside his own goal line. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. He'll look to set up his blockers. Might have been one man away from 6 points. As it stands, it's a huge return. And the Lions will have excellent field position here as they take over 1st and 10. And a great spot to start this drive from here. And some changes here as the D-line separates some.
All right, here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And a solid run down inside the 30. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. Down to the 25. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Again, we'll see the pistol here. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he is going to lose yardage here. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
So, Brandon, when this offense gathers together to watch tape for this game, they're going to be feeling pretty good about themselves until the coaches get upset about the play we just saw. But you know their defense is going to be. But we put up big points all game long. The defense is going to win one every now and then.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, here we go. 319. No. Check. Patriot. Set. Watch it now, Barney.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
And this one is right down the middle. And they're sitting pretty now as the lead grows even further. So it's 3 more points, and that widens things out even further here in the 4th.
Hey, in this league, you can never have too much. So if you're in range, grab the 3 whenever you can.
And now out comes Minnesota. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
And on 2nd and 10 now.
Ready. Flip it.
A 2nd down throw for Winston. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. A big play there for Minnesota. And even 50 yards. And they're going to speed things up here. And they'll go on the ground. And he'll get a couple here down to the 22. 2nd down following the run.
Well, I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up your play action and throw the football. You control the clock because you have the ball and they don't. And often the physicality sets the tempo for the game.
And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Jameis to throw it. And this is going to be incomplete.
If you're a defender, one of the fun things about playing zone defenses, especially in today's football, is that it's not as static as it was in the good old days, meaning you just dropped to a point and reacted to the football. Now you end up with a lot of man-to-man principles once you get into your zone defense. In other words, get to your assignment and then locate a guy coming into your area, and then you end up covering him almost man for man. That allows him to make more plays on the football like the one we just saw there.
Winston now. And this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Lions will take over. And Detroit getting set to go now. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try and increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Looking to throw. And that one almost intercepted. far too loose with the football here. Nearly a fourth pick, and it's third down. And the offense looks to pick up the first here on third after that incompletion. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Here comes the Lions punter now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the fourth quarter. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. And out now come the Vikings. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a fourth down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it, make them do it again.
And the offense moving quickly to the line. And this one brought in by Gathers. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
Now Jameis on second down. And he will find his man on the outside. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do. And it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there. You know, kind of like put up on the top shelf where the kids can't get it.
And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Second down, Winston. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's third down. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. Second down, sack by the defense. What type of pressure will they bring here on third? We'll see. Third and long for Winston. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Desperation time. Winston on fourth down. And it is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And this defense will take over right at midfield. And Detroit getting set to go now. They have the big cushion here in the final stages of this one. I don't know if there's any better feeling than being up big on the road.
There really can't be, because for a team to go on the road and win in the NFL, that's huge to begin with. But just think about all the preparation.
And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass.
Here we go now. Blue, Leopard, Detroit. Hurry up, here we go. Green, 39. No, check. Patriot. Watch it now, Barney.
And he motions the wide receiver. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
As a former defender, Brandon, the goal was always to tackle the receiver immediately after the catch. When you missed and gave up additional yardage, you didn't make anyone on your team happy. That's why I'm sitting here next to you.
Watch it now. Here we go now. 3-19.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. That one looks like he'll throw here. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Daniil Hunter in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll fall forward. Another timeout called by the Vikings now. That'll leave him with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. They convert on 3rd with a gain of 22.